Hello everyone, this is DJ. Welcome back to our channel. Quick question. Have you ever heard of Azerbaijan? Today, the DJs on tour is exploring this place where East meets West. And we are taking you along to see what makes this country so unique. No smoking.
Oh, no.
Don't step.
No, don't dynamite.
Hello everyone! The DJs on Tour adventure takes us to Azerbaijan, famously known as the Land of Fire. Come travel with us! We're flying from Abu Dhabi airport all the way to Baku, Azerbaijan. Our flight from Abu Dhabi airport, a direct flight to Azerbaijan, will take around 3 hours and 20 minutes. We arrived at Baku airport and completed our visa process before passing through immigration. It was already around 9 p.m. local time when we arrived at our hotel. The next day, we kicked off our adventure with our first stop at Icherisheher. It refers to a natural gas fire on a hillside located on the Absheron Peninsula near Baku, the capital city of Azerbaijan. Icherisheher is a rare natural phenomenon where gas rising from beneath the earth fuels a never-ending flame. The fire can reach a meter high and stretches nearly 10 meters across the layered hillside. Our next destination is the Candy Cane Mountain, famous for its red and white stripes hills. Approximately 85 to 90 kilometers or 1.5-hour drive north of Baku. These hills are part of the Greater Caucasus mountain range and are famous for their vibrant, swirling layers of red, pink, orange, and white. The best time to visit Candy Cane Mountain is during spring and autumn, which are ideal for hiking while summer can be extremely hot. The DJ's answer goes to
Candy Cane Mountain!
Now we're heading to Shahadag, where we'll spend the next 2 nights and 3 days exploring. On our way, we drove past the Besh Barmag Mountain, whereas literally translated as 5 fingers. It is in Siazan district of Azerbaijan, not far from the Caspian Sea. It rises to 382 meters above the sea level, overlooking the Baku-Kuba highway. The mountain is a solid rock formation and one of the most famous mountains in Caucasus, known for its mythical stories. It is also considered a sacred place, regularly visited by pilgrims. As we headed to Shahadag, we were treated to amazing views along the way. There's a thin snow on the ground, but I'm sure we'll see more as we go higher. And finally, we arrived at our hotel, Shahadag Hotel and Spa. We'll do a quick room tour first. Then I'm heading outside to play in the snow. And yep, no time to waste. I'm going straight to play in the snow and throw some snowballs. Since we don't have snow back home, I'm going to make the most of it and play in the snow. I love the snow in my hands. The cold, soft texture makes me feel like I'm holding a little piece of magic. And the feeling that I'm really in winter wonderland. Except Santa isn't here, but don't worry, I'll pay him a visit at his home in Lapland for sure. After having so much fun in the snow, my tummy was screaming for food. So we had a quick dinner for the night. The hotel serves continental food with lots of desserts to choose from. The next day, I couldn't wait. I asked my dad to go play with me, and I rushed to the ski resort to have fun on a sleigh. I had so much fun playing on a sleigh, with Daddy acting as my reindeer. He pulled me through the snow and I couldn't stop laughing. It felt like a real winter adventure. We decided to make our snow adventure even better. So we rode the chairlift for 15 minutes, all the way to the top of the mountain. There were lots of people enjoying the cold weather at the top. Some were skiing, while others, like us, were simply having fun sliding down the short slopes. I tried catching the falling snow with my mouth, and it tastes like just a tiny drop of water from our water dispenser. As the chairlift neared closing time and the clouds started to roll in, we headed back down to the hotel and wrapped up the day. The next morning, Daddy set off alone to explore an area near our hotel, hoping to find thick and fresh snow. Can you guess what he will do? Let's see what he's up to. I'm curious to find out what he's planning.
Fiesta Pinoy, yes, Volcano man, Fiesta Pinoy.
Aha! I knew it! Whenever we travel to a country with snow, he just can't resist making mekos. He scooped the thick, fluffy snow into a cup and carefully mixed it with sweet treats he brought along.
Pour in everything, yes. See the halo guys. I'll show you.
And magic!
See?
He created his own version of mekos using fresh snow from the mountains of Shahadag.
Yeah. Let's pour it here. Some milk. Yeah. Some milk. And then, yeah. So since this is halo-halo, so mekos mo na yan, my friend. Mekos na yan. See? Yeah.
When he came back to the hotel, he laughed and clapped like a kid. So happy that he had made a mekos that tastes extra special because it was made from fresh mountain snow and topped off with an extra adventure.
Bye for now. I hope you like it. The halo special here in Shadag. It's a bit fun and cool.
After Daddy's solo mekos adventure, it's time for my own creation. Can you guess what it is? And the answer is a chicken snowman! My very own version, though it might look more like a hen that lays eggs. Right after that, Daddy went for a solo toboggan ride as Mommy and I stayed back, a bit too nervous to do the same. But before we wrap up our Shahadag adventure, I asked Daddy to play with me on a sleigh one more time. Yay! Shahada was full of adventure, laughter, and unforgettable snowy memories. Can't wait for our next snowy adventure! Now we're driving to our next destination, the Ainur Forest in Cuba. A peaceful place surrounded by beautiful green scenery and cozy spots to relax. It's the perfect spot to enjoy nature and fresh air after our snowy adventure. With all the trees hibernating in winter, the forest feels peaceful and quiet. It would be even more magical with the snow on the trees in January or February, since we came a month early. On our way to the next stop, our guide told us there's a lake along the route. Since we love lakes, we decided to make a quick stop and check out what's in it. I must admit I felt a bit lazy, if you know what I mean. Plus, with the stores and shops closed, there wasn't much to do around the lake. On our way back to Baku, we've got another glimpse of the amazing Beshbarmag mountain. We made it back to Baku a little later than expected since we got caught in city traffic. We visited a charity Christmas market known as Cold Hands, Warm Heart, located in the Fountain Square, Baku, Azerbaijan. This annual charity event is filled with Christmas vibes, with lights everywhere, tasty food, and fun festive mood. The money raised from this event is used to help cover treatment and surgery costs for children suffering from various illnesses. There were lots of people, making the place feel extra festive and alive, and adding to the holiday atmosphere. We spent a little more time enjoying my twisted potato, then headed back to our hotel to wrap up the day. We were back at the hotel, enjoying the glimpse of Baku's flame towers, glowing with beautiful dancing lights. The next day, we set off for the mud volcanoes of Gumbustan, one of Azerbaijan's most unique natural sites. It has walkways, viewing areas, and basic facilities, so visitors can safely see the bubbling mud volcanoes up close without damaging the natural site. The mud volcanoes in Gumbustan are one of Azerbaijan's most unique natural wonders. Instead of hot lava, these volcanoes slowly bubble and erupt with cool mud mixed with natural gases. Gumbustan is home to one of the largest concentrations of mud volcanoes in the world, and they are believed to have healing properties. The bubbling mud and cracking sound make it feel like another planet. The museum at the Mud Volcano Tourism Complex has fascinating displays, including old animal skeletons found in the Gumbustan region. It gives visitors a peek into the area's prehistoric wildlife and history, helping us understand what kinds of animals once roamed this unique landscape. It's a great stop for curious kids and adults. Now off we go to our next stop after enjoying the mud volcanoes and checking out the animal skeletons. We're ready for another adventure. We are now heading to the Gumbustan Rock Art Cultural Landscape, where Asian rock carvings tell story of early human life. The resonant stone that has been played since prehistoric times. This stone is about 2 meters long, and when you tap it with smaller stones, it makes a sound like a drum. People believe it was used long ago to play music for rituals and dances like the Yazid chain dance. The Gumbustan rock art landscape is a historic site in Azerbaijan, comprising a large collection of petroglyphs that reflect flora, fauna, hunting practices, and cultural expressions of human societies from prehistoric to medieval times. These engravings provide detailed depictions of anthropomorphic figures, such as lance bearers and traditional dance scenes, as well as various animal species, bullfighting events, camel caravans, and celestial symbols such as the sun and other stars, estimated to date back approximately 5,000 to 20,000 years. The rock art offers insight into the spiritual life and daily activities of early human populations in the region. It is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and forms part of the larger Gumbustan State Historical and Culture Reserve, which preserves archaeological, cultural, and natural landmarks. Just before leaving, we had a surprise encounter with the wild fox. Our first time seeing one in real life. We went back to our hotel to rest and enjoy our beds. It was such a long and tiring day. On our final day, we took the funicular train up to the top of the Highland Park for a stunning panoramic view of the Caspian Sea and all of Baku. Unfortunately, it was raining and the horizon was covered in clouds, so the view was quite limited, but it was still a lovely moment. We didn't stay long, so we went back down to the city to explore. We visited National Carpet Museum, where beautiful carpets from different regions of Azerbaijan are on display, showcasing traditional patterns, colors, and weaving techniques. At the museum, you can see stunning carpets that tell the rich stories of Azerbaijan's culture and heritage. The main objectives of the Azerbaijan National Carpet Museum are to collect, preserve, research, demonstrate, and promote unique samples of carpet earth, which is the national heritage of Azerbaijan. We spent a few extra hours exploring the city and took a ride on a Ferris wheel for one view of Baku. We paid 10 manat per person for a single ride. Which ride?
Chubibo.
Okay.
Yeah.
The DJ Center goes to
Azerbaijan Chubibo.
I had so much fun! It was my very first time on a Ferris wheel! Yay!
It's the first ride of Chubibo. How is it?
Good.
Nice experience.
Yeah!
How is it?
Now we're headed to the old city in Baku. Baku's old city called Icherisheher, like a big old maze, narrow streets, ancient buildings, and cool towers. You can see history everywhere and even spot the famous Maiden Tower. Old City Baku! Hey, I want to make this feel fun. To end the day, we enjoyed a relaxing walk around Baku's lively fountain square, soaking in the lights and atmosphere. So that's it for now, and thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and hope to see you on our next video.